truth's coming out, but it's like you knew it all along, but it's still not easy to hear. So I feel like it's kind of like the Scorpio kind of energy where it's like they see things to in a defensive mode to hurt people. We're starting off with the four spells here. The four spells they're talking about a celebration of birthdays coming together, and I feel like this is a positive confirmation, especially for my household because Shane's birthday and my father's birthday is this week. They both have passed. So it's just like, a positive way to remember them and still celebrate them and honor them. And it's just like, I feel like this is a positive confirmation, from the spirit saying, yes, continue to do this. So a party of flower spirits make its way to the top of a fairy mound at twilight to join those already gathered there. It is their annual reunion when each woodland flower clan is represented and honored. Some other forest beings, namely the trolls, scour such festivals. But I feel like when they're talking about annual, so again, a birthday. This card says it's time to party, whether of a milestone such as a birthday or the rite of passage. So when I was reading this for IG, they were showing someone's 16th birthday, and they were getting it looked like a two-door white car. A two-door or four-door white car, tinted windows, and I feel like this is a male energy. So they're like quinceañera, they're talking like rite of passage, coming of age, sweet 16. An achievement that deserves to be honored, or just having made it through some hard times. And I feel like, you know what I mean? Like making it through to the other side. Like when, the first year this happened, we set up balloons. But as like, the years have gone by, it's like, well, I don't want to hurt the animals. I'm very connected to animals. And I'm like, well, thinking about it, the balloons explode. And then it goes in the water, and then the poor animals swallow this. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to be responsible for something dying. So I'm like, we're going to change it up and do it to, having, we sometimes we'll go out for dinner, and we always bake a cake, but sometimes we'll go out to dinner as well. Create a celebration that expresses the delight you have in living. Giving some structure to your merriment makes it more meaningful and memorable. Dress as your favorite flowers, for example. So just bring the light back to the life. A time of celebration, a ritual, a rite of passage, recognition of family and community, a reunion. So if there was a fallout, or obviously what the world is going through, maybe you haven't seen some family members in a bit. So this is a reunion. So we have the Council of Animals as our second card. Council of Animals is this one here, sorry. The Council of Animals. So this is where they're talking about leveling up. I feel like it's like all the work that you put forward through the whole year, Jupiter has gone direct, and I remember doing a reading, and they had brought up, I think it was Saturn, and it was slow moving. I remember they're saying that they're very slow moving, so it's like things will be, bestowed on us in its own timing. I feel like it's Jupiter though, because it's connected to karma. Yeah, it must have been Jupiter, but we have a brown bear, we have the owl, we have the raven, we have the crow. A fox, a hare, very intellectual animals, the deer, especially the buck. We have the white heart at the beginning of this card, which is the fool. So it's very significant. A journey through the forest can be profound meaning or be utterly meaningless. It depends how much work you've put forward. This is kind of like, this, I feel like this is like a reflection of the year before, January comes up. I had done January, February, March forecast projections for 2021 already, and when I pulled the crystal card, Spirit was saying like, we want you to use these crystals, or see what you feel is out of touch, what is like off, and see what crystals will help you to fix that, and meditate in November and December to make yourself right. So when we go into January 2021, you'll be that much more prepared for this new year to come. And it's just like a lot of things going through my head right now. Sorry. I've had the worst pressure in my head all day. Trying to think what I was going to say there. Okay, we'll just keep going forward. So when you call before the council of animals, it is a sign. Okay, so now I remember. Spirit always says when you want something to happen, you have to meet them halfway. They want to give you all of your heart's desires, but you have to put the work in. And I feel like that they're kind of sitting there saying, okay, what have you accomplished from I feel like November. I feel like for them, they're doing this from November of 2019 to November now. And they're, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, talking about the tough truths. So maybe you didn't do the work you were supposed to. So maybe they're calling you out on your poop, your ish. When you're called before the council, it is a sign that you're ready to face some tough truths. You begin to see new purpose for your life. So getting your inner hearing, getting your inner sight. So some of you are leveling up. When we go back to the high priestess, I believe it was. I know it was the high priestess or... I'm trying to think. But it was last week. And the way that her body was arched towards the sky, she was levitated off the earth over a body of water. It wasn't the star. But she's leveling up in that sense. So I feel like it's like if you were one of those people that wanted to come down this path, did you put the work in? Did you meet the universe halfway? Did you go above halfway? And did you sit there and gain knowledge from different aspects? Did you learn the lessons? Maybe you've taken a part of becoming a professional healer. And it's like, did you learn when you were sitting there and doing certain things or certain things came before you? Did you learn to sit there and listen? At the very least, you will come to know yourself better. So judgment, assessment, self-awareness, forgiveness, anointment, enlightenment. Anointment, I feel like they're showing like when the children go before the priest and they make that profession that they're going to follow this faith into their adulthood, like they're saying, coming of age. So immediately, this is what they took me for when I saw anointment. It's like, I guess it's 16 you make that, or 12, 13, when you make that devotion saying, I choose becoming a young person, becoming an adult and going out into the world, that I will carry what I've learned from such a young age, from Bible study to being allowed to sit amongst the congregation. And now I'm going to take this into what I do in my, adulthood. So our last card is the Weaver of Vision. Again, leveling up. The Weaver of Vision is a shape-shifting enchantress. And this, the sacred lake is her place of magical transformation. I feel like when she feels like she's ungrounded, this is her safe place. This is where she can meditate. Think about when you lay back in the waters and you have your face to the sky and like not a backstroke, but like laying on your back there, back floating. I don't know what the hell you would call it. But it's like, your face is to the sky and you're just there. It's just, you're in the water, still waters. So this could be your bathtub, Epsom salt, and just relaxing, not even thinking about anything. So the water surface is bountiful, aligned between the worlds, and the threshold where she crosses from one state of being to another. If this card is not represented in a particular person, it can mean a solution that comes through imagination and intuition, rather than logic and analyzing. Listen to your heart and trust your guidance. I feel like you're meeting someone, and I feel like it's like you're trying to manifest someone into your life. And I feel like they come forward, and it's like trusting your intuition with them. And I feel like you cannot take whatever happened in the past and bleed it all out in this relationship. Because it's like, this may be just like a trial run until you meet the right person. You know what I mean? Like only you can tell because you're present. But I feel like you cannot judge them based on the past. So dreamy, intuitive, psychic, empathetic, emotional sensitivity, grace, a bit of mystery. Devotes herself to those she deeply loves. So for guys, this could be like maybe that's something, the key ingredients, the key things on your checklist that you're looking for in a partner. Someone that devotes herself to those she loves. So she's, she's not running around looking to party hardy. She takes care of her household. She loves the children. We've gone through this great, this season of grief. There's a lot of death that has happened this year. So when they talk about the 4 spells, a lot of firsts coming up, in the U.S., first Thanksgivings without certain people around, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day. So they're telling you, like, I feel like with the 4 spells, it's not just about myself, but I feel like it's, giving you a suggestion. Instead of making this a sorrowful moment, come together in positivity and celebrate in the positive. I still hang up Shane's stocking and my father's stocking at Christmas. So just because they are not physically here, we can still celebrate them and have them at every single occasion going forward. So I hope you guys enjoyed these Daily Tarot cards for Monday, November 2nd, 2020. And we'll see you guys for the next Daily Tarot card. Have a good one.